I can't believe it. My city. It's all gone.
I'm so sorry. I've left a few homes over the years, but I've never lost one like that.
3 times I have left my home. First as an...
Envoy, it's clear that no matter what happened, these people couldn't stay in Fior. Just not sure you did the right thing. These people won't survive long in a place like Thirdborn. That they are. I'm honestly surprised they survived out here this long. Who knows? Labs and machines? Yeah, aren't my area of expertise. Maybe they're easier to build than I think. Right, changing the subject. Ask away. Well, I'm one of the very few people who spends most of their time out in the wilds and haven't gotten themselves killed yet. I know the difference between hay-bleed toxin and high-tox bloom, which is something you should be really thankful for. And you know the Balrog and the grinning Balrog? Probably the meanest living thing out in the wilds. Just as soon tear you apart as look at you. I am one of the few who have seen a Balrog and lived. Mostly because I had the brains to run the Dragu out of there. We're gonna get you where you're going, Envoy. Alive and with as few blithe tail bites as possible. That, more or less, is all you need to know about me. Same one you are. What kind of blessed question is that? Oh, huh, I see. I sometimes use Lember without really thinking about it. That's what you mean, right? Lember is the language spoken in Solace, though everyone knows Adiran because it's a common tongue. You don't hear Lember much in the rest of the lands. Makes it easy to see which of us are from Solace and which aren't. Oh, does it? Well, obviously that's why I do it. I'm sure you'll pick it up as we travel. It's not that blessed difficult. Right, changing the subject. Until next time.
I'm going to miss Fior Masiverno.
The root hog ribs there were fantastic.
It had a... You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valian republics. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giada didn't draw blood.
What can I say? I do my best work under pressure.
Believe me, I meant that as a compliment.
Not to mention willfully obtuse.
Living Landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here in the first place. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people, especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth. This is what I like about you, and Giada. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
Can we just talk about something else?
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giada's situation.
Right. Like, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this probably isn't how you wanted to start a new adventure, but we're glad to have you with us.
Thank you, Kai. The circumstances could be better, but it helps to be among friends.
Anytime.
We should talk. Fior Messiverno was the pride of 2 generations. And now, nothing but ashes and embers. My home, my lab, my parents. It feels as if I lost them all over again. The steel garrote are just a symptom. I keep asking myself, how could I have missed this? How could I not have known an attack was coming? We were all so occupied with the Dream Scourge, we missed the enemy on our doorstep. No matter where Animancers go, someone is always trying to kill us. Nothing enrages the gods more than mortals in pursuit of knowledge. Don't worry. I plan to hold the mortals accountable. As many of them as it takes. Listen to me. A failed Animancer lashing out at everything in reach. Even with all the tools at my disposal. I couldn't stop the Dream Scourge. And I couldn't save my people. How do I live up to my family's example when I can't even help myself? I wish I could. But that legacy is a debt I can never pay off. My parents died pursuing a better future for Animancers. I can't let their sacrifice be for nothing. And right now, that's all it is. I have some pondering to do. Let me know if there's anything else. You too. I hope Thirdborn is a good community. for my people. They've been through a lot.
Thirdborn's a rough town, but it's not all bad, assuming they're willing to pull their...
Animancers can be an eccentric. About, but we know the meaning of a good day's work.
Did they not glow in the light? Her parents, her sentinels. To grow and flourish still, life without rot, form without death.
Can you go or do you need me to? Hold on.
The lake dries. Prune the bellflowers. Why should anything wilt? Endless spring. They breathe. They flower. They will never fade. Apple into seed. We think not. They have blossomed now. They sing in peace. Was it not worth the change? Do we not? The bear would have spent its days in the wood. They are strong now, vibrant, better than their frail shells. More than alive, no suffering, no end. Sleep now, dream of beauty and new life. We will speak soon.
and run! Kai, weapons ready. Nicely done.
Another glorious battle.
Look like she got the green scourge.
Worth and run! That was a close one.
How the hell was that a close one when it didn't even hit her? I could have broken an ankle falling like that. No. I know. The hole inside of my mouth worked out and the warmness. I don't trust them. They bring presents. They want something.
Worth and run! They're coming! Couldn't have done it better.
Damn, since I upgraded shit, they die quick. I remember killing the other night in here. But did I miss picking up a trophy? I did miss picking up a trophy.
The high ground is peaceful, Anything we build lower is subject to the whims of nature.
Enough whining, coward. It's over. Stay put and you won't have to meet the usher today. But give me a ring. I was hoping for at least somewhat of a challenge.
Please, no more.
She's been asleep. Oh, you got fat boy, not her.
I'm not afraid of heights, but I am afraid of death. And therefore, heights.
No, that is how I view heights from now on. I am not afraid of heights, I'm afraid of death. So, I'm afraid of heights. Get my way, Kai. Who's in the kitchen? Alright, the ribs and the potatoes and stuff are in the oven. I just stuck them back in there. Put them back if you will when you get what you want.
Everything went off without a hitch. At last, Emerald Stair is ours. Everything went off without a hitch. At last, Emerald Stair is ours. Ludwig will surely give me that promotion.
The Sky Mother is the patroness of creativity and invention. A popular goddess in these parts.
I got a feeling before the game's over, I'm gonna have to fight Ludwig.
least the beacons are lit. I always knew this could happen, but never in my time.
I'll collect the memory in just a second.
We have been here before. The distant winds breathe soft across your skin too? Flesh in the soil, worms in the flesh. A splash of hot blood seeps into the loam. Now, our memory is a wound, reopened. It didn't have to die. Twin stars fall through night and collide beside the sea. Nekad and Enhekala. The arc of one bright light obliterates the other. You are in Hekala, a Tabaru Sinakis. You speak for the garden, and for us, the gardener. You have not seen Nekad for 10 years on the day you come to blows. Which memory of him is true? He never forgot you. But who was Nekad to us in Hekala? Help us to remember. Nekad, your guide. He found you in a marketplace, the youngest child of Avowed 7, and recognized our thumbprint on your brow. He took you to the other Tabaru Sinakis, though he was not one of them. He helped you find your soul's home. In Hekala, did you worship him? From him, you learn that each of you can only be as you are made, ourselves included. He taught us, too. What did Nekad learn from us? You should both have been afraid. There was a disaster. In the temple, we did something terrible. Many of our people died. It was why you built it. Naku Tedek. But in Hekala, what did we do? The fire took a village with it. We recall a shard of memory. A blinding crash threw us from bed. We stumbled to the street. A line of fire marched across the way out. No escape. We looked with horror upon what we had done. How could you bear to speak to us? Your pride only shamed us more. What havoc had we wrought before that this disaster would bring you joy? After the crisis passed, the people wailed in agony. Did the dead forever wander the nothing of the in-between? You proposed an easy road for their souls to travel on, Nakutedek, where you returned the dying to the Adra, and their bodies to the soil.
Yeah, they have to be careful with it.
Ah, soil to seed to fruit, to rot to soil again. We should like that to be our way. Yet Nikad, your mentor, opposed Nakutedek's construction with his every breath and word. How could he despise your mission? We do not remember why. Preserving the old ways was the hinge Nikad's life turned upon. Without his purpose, he would have been lost for how to live. Your mentor, Nikad, was a storykeeper, and our people's stories say that your souls are wild things. Your souls leave your bodies and run free across the land to enter death and return to life in their own time. So it has been. And so Nikad believed it should always be. Why did you betray him? Legacy. Memory. What is left when the body dies? This is what preoccupied you. We remember now. When he finally saw Nakutedek and understood what you had built, what did Nikad do?
Turn it on. Pull the top piece back. Spin it with your hand. But you have to turn it on hot. If that doesn't work, put it back in the room. I'll have to fix. Okay.
Members of your order had come to celebrate your work. In front of them, he begged to know why you stole true reincarnation from the people. His tears shone. He did not wait for you to answer. He pulled a knife from his belt. The torchlight flickered on the steel. He held it to your throat. What did you do, Enhekala, when your mentor threatened your life? We remember. Steel on steel. A spurt of blood. A sound of pain. He shuddered. He could not catch his breath. Could he have been wrong? One more thing, Enhekala. What did you feel as you died? He planted a tree near Naku Tedek to remember you by. As it grew, we learned that we should not pass judgment, but observe. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Good, I didn't work so I thought I might. You should be able to pull it back out with your finger. Someone did something wrong. Or it sounded like it anyway. Did the bear have anything? Nope, the bear didn't have anything. Wish I would have saw that sooner. I would have came in for help. Tree. Hey, Stinky.
Oh, no, you don't.
Not bad for a scholar.
I'm no expert, but that looks like poison.
It is poison. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. About right. Damn. Whee! Kai, is this your friend's house? think it might be your friend's house. Nope, it's not.
The terrible loss of life. And for what?
Stay alert. Just in case.
Now you think I got my pistol and axe out? Gotta go this way. So I busted out their window for no reason. Might be something in there I need.
I thought I had explored all of Emerald Stair. This is new to me.
Remember the strangle root. Be quiet.
Wee-hee!
Armor's too weak. Coming from the rear. so good. Another down.
Alright, so I killed old Nuna.
Smells like a whale's insides.
Crap, I'm overweight. Oh, don't even start that bullshit, cat. Cat!
earth and run! Isos!
Under my protection! That's done? Who's hungry?
She's always hungry after a battle. What the hell? Hold on.
I met this animant.
I've been meaning to tell you something. Sending my people to Thirdborn. It's a good arrangement. They get a roof over their heads. The city gets animancers. And everyone gets along. For once. We should try to harness that goodwill. Or replicate it, like an energy source. On the other hand, maybe not. Look, I know you didn't come to this island to help us. And yet you were here when others would have looked away. Despite everything that happened, it means a lot. For me? I don't know what to say except thank you again. From the bottom of my heart, and on behalf of my kin. Well, onward to better things. If you need anything, you know where to find me. What do you want to know? If I must.
What's that fragrance you're wearing?
Ambergris. From the guts of a dead Leviathan. Why, do you like it?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I like it fine. But I think it's attracting spike flies.
What? It shows a merchant over this way.
Thank the gods you weren't there when it happened. Thank the gods.
The workshop finally cut. You can smell the chemicals.
Do you have somewhere to stay?
My house is burned. Stay with us. You'll want for nothing.
Alright, no merchant.
The ashes. I can't breathe. Go inside.
This was no random attack.
It's still burning. How is it still burning?
I was looking all over and wasn't looking in the right place.
What a terrible loss. I don't care what anyone says, Fiorme Severno was the jewel of the living lands.
itself. I can smell the flames. We must pray for the people of Fjord. May I help you? You did! To think a godlike would deliver this back to me. I feel blessed, truly. Wherever he is, Eothas smiles on you. Wait, are you suggesting he stole it for some purpose? What? Eothas himself, ending innocent lives? I'd heard the rumors that he walked among us, but to think the God of Light could be to blame for such horrors. No, it's beyond belief.
Agents of violence. They cloak themselves in warmth and light and spread like wildfire.
What is there to ignore? It contradicts everything written about Eothas for centuries. It can't be that simple. I can't worship Eothas blindly. But if what you say is true, I find myself lost, godlike. I look at this relic now and I wonder whether all my years of service were a waste. I will. I pity my own suffering when I should learn from it instead. I'll pray for the thief's absolution. If not in this life, then maybe the next. Thank you for telling me all this.
It's a shame this had to happen. Some war wounds never heal.
Alright, so I need to find the Trantons. Once I go down here and open this wall. Hey, I missed this last night. Another room I missed last night, it looks like.
What have you got there? Some sort of puzzle piece?
Yeah, I would call it a puzzle piece. missed all these goodies last night. Still can't find the one area I need. Might get down here. Anything else I missed?
Death into life. Interesting. The godless clearly had some ideas about reincarnation, even if they didn't have a god.
Every other culture I've come across reveres the gods, even if they give them different names and pictures.
Can you imagine life without any gods to guide your destiny? Without anyone shepherding you this way and that? Of course I can imagine it, but I'll wager you have a harder time.
Door open somewhere. Where? Alright, we came in from this way.
right behind you.
That's Elisa. She needs to come check her pasta. He won't eat it. Well, that's what Bailey would do. That's what Bailey did.
got better aim than a sharpshooter, Kiara.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Hot! Too hot!
Oh yeah, I don't have my axe belt.
Hold it, you!
It's worse than rot!
Shot. Really? And then we'll wind up in prison.
I was worried for a second.
Yeah, you don't know these people either. And I inherited it. How did I miss this? Yeah, he comes here, I'm going to jail. I have a problem with drugs. My problem is I'm out. Both Dollar Generals are hiring in town.
Rebuilding has begun! From the ashes, your will rise! Welcome back. You are here to collect a bounty, huh? Whose death am I recording? Impressive. I wonder if my theory about her is correct. Is that so? Huh, how fascinating. I guess with Fjord gone, I'll never be able to study the flow of essence into the region's fauna, will I? Ah well, the wheel turns on. Good. Outlaws living off the hard work of others deserve nothing less. If only we could find a way to coexist with them. But I suppose it is in their nature to oppose innovation. Huh? Nature?
Leave wordplay to the chanters. And don't give up your day job.
Perfetto! That's all of them! Ah, yes. Forgive my manners. Thank you, truly. Without Fjord's walls to shelter us, it's nice to know that the wilds are a bit safer thanks to you. Oh, please take this. It's from my personal collection of essence-infused
But Trump could be Trump
have
can
a feeling
take
you will find
his
it of
little
more use
puppet
than I
boy
would.
Musk and go somewhere else. Can't be no worse than the last 4 years.
I don't have much to offer.
Here's the thing.
Only
I don't care who's in office. I don't care who's sitting there. They can't do shit unless Congress and Senate approves it. I don't use those, so we'll get rid of that. No. You can play with swords and shields as long as you want, but unlike standard games where you have certain builds you have to do, you can combine them. I'm a ranger wizard. I use my guns for distance, my spells for up close. But you can do a fighter or wizard. Godlike, that don't change. The big blue guy? No. No. Basic. You talking about him? No, he's a smart ass. I have no problem with a Mexican. As long as she's under 5 foot. No, that's over 5 foot, and that's a guy. I'm not into guys. Selena Vega. No need. See, the thing about midgets, the biggest thing I like about midgets, small items look large in their little hands. What? No, what? I mean, where's the lie in it, though? Marcy's supposed to be finding out about her friend. Oh, she's coming back tomorrow. No. Yeah, I am not going through Windstream again. No. No, a lot of times I don't know I'm having issues with my internet until they message or text me, hey, you got an issue coming up. They'll text me, you need to restart your internet, we fixed the problem that you had. Unlike Xfinity, unlike Windstream, you call them, you got a problem, we'll be out within the next 2 weeks. No, if they're not out that day, they're out the next morning. Well, I told you to stop saying Elisa's name. Don't want to say bad words. Don't say Elisa's name. Just always pick on Elisa Knight. No, don't have the sense of humor that we have. Alright, so I'm out. Little of this, little of that. Basically, I don't